Presentation of colors by the Vidalia Police Department's Honor Guard. And following that, Commander Frank Williams of the Vidalia American Legion Post 590 will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. They'll be coming through this front way right here, everybody.
Detail. Halt. Left. Face. Breathe in. Off. Left, face, forward, march, left, 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 right, left.
Let's all pray together. Father, we join together as a community today, so thankful and grateful for the sacrifice that has been made by so many men and women over the course of the history of this great country. And Father, we thank you for those whose names were on these bricks. Father, we realize that for every name that is on that brick represents a mom and a dad and a family that made tremendous sacrifices as well. Father, 14 years ago today, this world changed. But Father, we know that this is still the greatest country that a man or a woman could ever live in. And Father, our fight for freedom is not over. We will continue. And today we just ask your blessings upon our time together. We pray, God, that your name would be honored above all others. And we pray these things in Christ's name. Amen.
Failed to say, Brother Bill is with First Baptist Church of Vidalia, and he was able to welcome his son home from Afghanistan not very long ago. We're sending your son. What you went through was very Thank you.
Bricks that were on this memorial. As I looked at some of those, I had some of my friends that came up to me and they said they had 3 or 4 bricks up here. These are bricks that were dedicated to our veterans who gave their lives and some who are still here in our country. And we'd be proud of each and every one of them. I also want to commend the ladies from the Garden Club, Kathleen and others, and all the women from the Garden Club and others that worked extremely hard to put this together. It took a period of time, I can tell you this. We had to construct fences and concrete work. Mr. Pratt, I know you're out there somewhere. I'd drive out here a couple of days and I'd see him out here working on this memorial. But we want to thank you for coming. And I'd like to ask one thing. Maybe you're already standing up, but those are veterans. Would you mind, that has bricks up here, would you mind raising your hands, or family? And then we want to thank you very, very much. And also, the veterans that are here today, would you raise your hands also? Thank you for coming. From the city of Vidalia, thank you very much. This is a tremendous day for us, and a tremendous memorial to all our veterans. And I want to turn it over to you, Kathleen, for doing an outstanding job. This young lady needs a hand of applause, please, if you don't mind. For working extremely hard. Here you go.
I appreciate that, but I came in on this only about a year ago. This project's been going on a lot longer than I had been a member, and I appreciate the people that came ahead of me. At this time, maybe Ms. Cheryl Sasser would introduce the ladies from the Louisiana Garden Club who came to attend today. They traveled here. from other districts.
Corresponding Secretary Willie Allen for today. And then we have our district director from District 6, Kylie Martin, and her husband. Glad to have y'all with us. If I missed anybody, please raise your hand. Thank you, Kathleen.
And with the ladies of the Vidalia Garden Club, please raise your hands. There's only 21 of us, and we work pretty hard. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you. I really thought a lot about what to say today. This is a project that's been close to my heart. As we gather on Patriot Day, we're solemnly reminded of the thousands of innocent lives that were lost on September 11 as terrorists attacked the United States on our own shores. Many of the bricks within this memorial site honor those who have served since that time in the global wars on terror, as well as many who served previously. This ceremony marks the culmination of the Vidalia Gardens Club's 2.5-year project to pay tribute to our dedicated military veterans and their families. This is our small way of saying thank you to all the men and women who took that solemn oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. Each of the 351 bricks in this memorial bears a name, and that brick also bears a story. This is kind of off the cuff, but as I was working here a little bit this week, one veteran came, I believe he's here, Mr. Kenneth Burnett. Mr. Burnett, there you are in the back, and shared his story with me of Vietnam. And it's an amazing story. And after he shared that story, he asked me what he could do to help us here. And I couldn't believe that a veteran who's gone through so much would then offer to help us. And thank you, each and every veteran who's here today. When I think about the depth of your sacrifice and that of others, from the moment you leave your families, it's tough. Then I think about some of the horrific things you faced, and I'm humbled beyond belief. Their legacy, your legacy, is that of strength and courage, commitment to a cause greater than yourselves alone. It's freedom. Freedom from tyranny, aggression, and the loss of basic human rights and dignity. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Blue Star Memorial markers. I wasn't when I joined the Vidalia Garden Club. I had to search for the marker when they named me to the committee so I could put some flowers out there one day. But the Blue Star Highway marker is one of hundreds dotting the country, and the tradition was started in 1945 by the National Council of State Garden Clubs as a living memorial to the veterans of World War II. Today, the program includes men and women who have served, they are serving, or will serve in the armed forces of the United States. The Blue Star itself became an icon in World War II and was seen on flags and banners at the homes where sons and daughters were away at war. The Vidalia Garden Club's project included not only all these individual bricks honoring those who served, but the complete restoration of the Blue Star Highway marker that you see behind us. It was time-worn, and it was brought back to life by Mr. Tom Stellig of Historical Restorations in Florida. The Vidalia Garden Club would like to thank each and every person who donated a brick for someone they love. Their support made this entire effort possible. It's important to recognize as well those who played a truly significant role in this endeavor. Please excuse me. Mrs. Ann Thompson, the late Mrs. Eleanor Talley, DeLynn Vines, and two-time President Mrs. Johnny Ruth Sturgeon. This project was their vision. Johnny Ruth, who's seen this project through 2 terms as president, could not be here today due to a death in the family. I ask that you please remember that family in prayer. Past President Miss Mary Kuhn, who wholeheartedly supported and continued the project. I can't say enough about the Blue Star Committee members, along with each and every Vidalia Garden Club member. This was a labor of love for each and every one of us. Mr. James Pratt. Mr. Pratt, are you here today? He is here? Thank you. There he is. He is our phenomenal brick mason who labored out here in unrelenting, scorching heat and continued to return every time our brick orders arrived. He was always kind and gentlemanly on the phone. He put up with a lot from the ladies of the Vidalia Garden Club, and we thank you. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Let's see. Mr. Gene Thompson. Well, let's see. Wait a minute. Mr. Pratt, everybody, every person who worked on this did it voluntarily. Not one person asked for a penny. But, Mr. Pratt, we did want to give you a gift. If you don't mind accepting this with our great gratitude from the Vidalia Garden Club. Oh, closer? Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm not used to speaking in public at all. All right. Mr. Gene Thompson, Mrs. Ann's husband, who steadfastly assisted his wife with the project, stood out here in the scorching heat with Mr. Pratt and with Miss Ann. I'd like to give Ann and Gene a little bit of a gift from the Vidalia Garden Club. And don't say, Gene, you won't take it, because you're taking this. I want to say Mr. Pratt was our phenomenal brick mason. Ann and Gene were pretty much the backbone of this. They were there from the get-go, day and night. Mayor Hiram Copeland, where to begin? Sheriff Kenneth Hedrick, this whole cooperative endeavor with the fencing, thank you. Where's Glenn? Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Glenn McLaughlin. Thank you, everybody who had a part in this. It's phenomenal. It went up in a few days. I think it beautifies our town. It's just beautiful. But the city employees, the sheriff's office employees have been so kind and patient, always gracious. Oh, and the PA system. Thank you, Bobby. I believe. I do want to thank also the media, the Concordia Sentinel, the Natchez Democrat, Roscoe at 95 Country. They really pushed this brick project for us. Thank you to those who are here today. I know I've seen you out and about. Thank you so much. I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to the one person who backs every project I get involved in. Vernon Stevens, thank you very much. Every project. He doesn't turn me down. He doesn't say it's too much. He goes and he gets chairs, he gets PA system, everything. Hope I'm not leaving anybody out. Oh, I am. The Chamber of Commerce. I don't know how many times their days were interrupted. They accepted brick forms for us. Thank you to Jamie and all the people in that office. think that's everything. I would like to, let's see, Mr. Williams has my bow, my ribbon to cut. We're going to cut our ribbon. If the Vidalia Garden Club ladies would like to come up, if any veterans would like to help cut our ribbon, this will be formally open. And everybody can search for their bricks, and Garden Club members will help you. And following that, Bitsy Roby will lead us in God Bless America. There's Mitzi, and those Mitzi's here.
I get to cut some. Left hand, yeah, all right, here we go.
Thank you.
Bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her in the night with the light from above. Through the mountains, through the prairies, through the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Again, thank you everyone for coming. We're so proud to have this complete and finished, and we hope it's a fitting tribute to all of our veterans. We're just really excited about it, getting together to our community.
That was